Hello and welcome, Sagittarius, to your November and December 2025 calendar. I'll begin with November. So let's start with your money days. Now, November 24th, 25th, and 26th, those are really good days for to have money in hand, which means the money flow will be really good for these days. Those are also great days for manifesting money as well. So if you need to borrow money, it's a good day to ask. If you've lent out money, it's also a good day to ask for that money back. Now, if you have invoicing to do, if you have billing to do, this is also a good time to send those as well, as the resistance in, giving money to you is very low on this day. So you can manifest money really easily. Now, if you are learning about the markets and you're looking to get into the markets and see what's going on with the markets, then the 4th and the 5th are really good days to learn about strategies, about what's going on. You'll easily pick up the trends. Now, if you are wanting to invest further, then the 17th and 18th are good days for that. And if you are looking to take profit, then 24th, 25th, and 26th are good days for that. Again, this is not financial advice, so please do speak to a professional for that. Moving on to career. And now let's move on to career. 14th, 15th, and 16th are really good days for your career. So these are days where you'll find that your work environment is really supportive. Your higher ups, your coworkers will also be in a very supporting mood on these days. If you have meetings, if you have presentations, they should go well on these days. And now moving on to your love life. Now, for those of you who are married, the 8th and 9th are really good days for you to create some romantic bonding with your partner. It's also a good time for you to see that your partner is very receptive to you. So if you need to have a conversation with them, you need to collaborate with them in some way, then this is a good time for that. If you're single, then the 4th and the 5th are really good romantic days. So those are really great days for a date. Now, if you're students, then I would say the 4th and the 5th are really good days as far as your studies, to focus, to learn something. Your focus, your concentration, your sense of clarity is really good on those days. So do make the most of that energy. Now moving on to the most important part, which is your caution days, and that's in the red panel on the side. Now these days are really important. These days you want to be mindful of any decisions that you are making. It's best to keep those decisions pending. Why? This is because the energies are on these days, they're not very... Well, I would say that your mind will not be very clear. And also the energies around you could be a little bit manipulative. So you could make decisions which are not in your best interest. Because this energy is very challenging and this energy is not supporting you. So I would say definitely hold off on any decisions. Keep those pending. This energy is also an energy, like I said, it's not supporting you. So if you have court cases, if you have any kind of negotiations, appointments, meetings, they won't go in your favor on these days. You'll find them very challenging. So definitely, if you want to make most of these calendars that I do for you guys, best thing to do is take a screenshot so you can be mindful of these days. And you can see, it'll only take you a month or two to actually see that these dates really are really on point. Now, like I was saying, the red panel. So let's really break that down. So now the 19th, 20th, and 21st. These are days where your energies are going to feel kind of low. You could have unexpected expenses. You could have health issues. But your energy, your mood, it's going to feel very low. You're going to feel like you want to self-isolate. You're going to want to, spend time alone. And also you're going to feel like you're not being supportive by those around you, your friends and family. So you just want to spend time alone during this time. The overall energy feel is very low. Now, moving on to the 6th and 7th, this is where the energy is completely different. This is a very irritated energy. which means the energy within you and the energy around you is very irritated, which means you could very easily get into disputes or arguments with people. So be really mindful. This is why I say take a snapshot of the calendar and then watch the energies. And now that you're more aware of this energy, you're actually going to be able to manage this situation better because you're aware of it. So you can pull back, you can lay low. And that makes the whole, the cautionary part of it a little bit more manageable. Okay. If you're not aware of it, then all sorts of things happen. But because you're aware of it, you can pull back. And that, gives less effects, less negative effects anyways. Now, if you're looking at the 10th and 11th, this is a time where you'll feel very stressed. You're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel like you have too much to handle, too much on your plate. You could be dealing with your own issues related to family as well. So those 2 days are a little bit stressful, so you might want to de-stress by resting and relaxing and reflecting on the 22nd and 23rd, because those are your days. Those are the days that you want to focus on yourself, where you are drawing into yourself. So basically you want to give yourself time. So whether you're, self-journaling, whether you're meditating, doing yoga, whether you're just taking a walk, and doing some reflecting, you just want to get your energies back and you want to recharge yourself. So that's November for you. So let's take a look at December's calendar. So looking at December, your money days, the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Those are really good money days. You have a lot of really good money days. This is a money month for you. So you have the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. You should have money in hand on these days, which means basically that money comes to you very easily. If you have lent out money, this is a good time to ask for it back. It'll come back to you really easily. And if you've lent out money to someone, it's a good time to ask for it back. And if you're invoicing or doing any bills, it's also a good time for that as well. Now, if you want to learn about the markets, then the 1st, 2nd, 28, and 29 are good days to learn about the market. You'll pick up on the trends very easily. And if you want to invest further into the markets, then the 14th and the 15th are good days for that. Again, this is not financial advice. Please speak to a financial advisor for that. Now, regarding career, the 11th, 12th, and 13th, these are really good career days. This is where you'll get a lot of work done. In your work environment will be very supportive to you. They'll also recognize the efforts that you're putting in. So you'll get recognized, you'll get credit for the work that you're putting in at work. If you have presentations, if you have meetings on these days, they should go in your favor. Now, as far as marriage and, love life for singles, let's take a look at your honey days. Now, for those of you who are married, the 5th and 6th are really good days for you to bond with your spouse, with your partner. It's a romantic time, and so you should make the most of this energy. Now, if you're single, then you have the 1st, the 2nd, the 28th, and the 29th. These are really good days for you to do some dating, go out, to spend some time with your special somebody. The energy is very light and airy and romantic, and it's a good energy. If you're a student, the 1st, the 2nd, the 28th, and the 29th are really good days for you to do some learning, some focus. Your concentration will be really good on this day. Your mind will be very clear and very sharp, and you should be able to absorb a lot of information very easily. Now moving on to the caution days for December. This is the red section on the side. These dates are very important. This is where you want to actually really take note of these days. So basically, this section in the red, you want to make sure that you are not doing any decision making during this time, these days. These days, your decision making abilities will not be very good. Chances are you will second guess yourself and make the wrong decision. And it also can be that someone could manipulate you into making wrong decisions here. So definitely keep those decisions pending. This is also, these are dates that are challenging for your energy. This is a very challenging energy, which means it's not in your favor. So it's going against your energies. So basically, if you have any court cases, if you have any meetings, if you have appointments, negotiations, these days are not the most favorable for you. The outcomes will go more against you than for you, and it'll be challenging. Now, let's really break down these days, okay? Now, the 16th, 17th, and 18th, this is where you'll find you'll have unexpected expenses, health issues, but your energies will be very low. Your mood will be very low. You'll feel like you want to spend more time alone in isolation. You will feel like you're not being supported by the people around you. And it's just a very low energy in general. Now, if you're looking at the 3rd, 4th, and the 30th, this is a very totally different energy, okay? This is a very irritated energy, and it's very different than the 16th, 17th, and 18th energy. This energy, you have to be a little bit more mindful because the energy here is irritated. You're irritated. The energy around you is irritated, meaning the people around you are irritated. So which can cause a lot of conflict, which can get you into arguments very easily. But if you're mindful of this energy, you can manage it. So then the effect isn't so strong. That's why I say take a snapshot of these days and watch around this time, the days I give you are exact. So definitely take a screenshot and see this calendar for yourself. Now, so the best way to mitigate this is actually be aware. And then also, if you know the people in your life, know their ascendant sign, their Vedic ascendant sign, also see their days and see exactly how they're behaving. It goes exactly by the calendar. Now, these are the days that you could also have health issues. You could also have expenses, but you want to be mindful of these expenses. You just don't want to be incurring expenses mindlessly, okay? Because you'll definitely regret these expenses later on. Now, the 7th and 8th, this is a totally different energy. This is a stressed energy. This is where you're feeling overstressed. You're feeling overwhelmed. You're feeling overburdened, whether it's to do with your own life or to the life of the people around you, your family members. So definitely, you have these 2 days where you feel a little overstressed. But again, this month, your best days that you want to regenerate yourself, rejuvenate yourself, re-energize yourself. And the best days for that is the 19th and the 20th